Unleash the power. Unleash the power.
Hey everybody, it's Chrissy and welcome to the Ruckus Room. I'm here today with Riggs and I'm Alan and I'm super excited to have you back in the studio.
Super excited to be back.
I wanted to know where you got your Brazilian shorts because the backside looks really good today.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
I noticed you were kind of showing it off.
Well,
the way you were standing.
I did a lot of walking at Welcome to Rockville. I did a lot of miles.
Yeah.
And it shows. I mean, only there, unfortunately, not in the gut or anywhere
was it a lot of
else.
squatting that you had to do with those shorts on? Or
No, those will rip. No, you got to stay upright and just clinch a lot. It's like life. It's a metaphor for life, really. Just stay clinched and ready to go.
So that brings us into how was Rockville? Because I hear you have dirt in every hole now for some.
So the premise of Rockville, of course, is music festival, but then there's the whole part where where as a media member, I get to go interview bands, so I walk back and forth a lot to go interview them and then come watch them and go back. And so it's all it's grass, it's dust.
No.
And so that stuff just lands in all your holes, all of them.
The best one was when you went live running down. Okay, it's just so everyone gets a little background.
Yeah.
It was hot as shit.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah.
And this guy goes out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and wants to sprint down the field at International Speedway.
This is not my...
Live, and he started panting.
It's not my natural instinct to want to do something like that. But as I have been told by my bosses, the social media part is more important than anything.
Right.
And you would probably agree, right?
It is. It's so good.
And I'm learning that slowly.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I better generate some content. So here's what I'll do. When they open the gates at 11:30, I'll just sprint because I see every day.
Yeah.
It's like the running of the bulls. And people just run. I mean, mayhem.
At 90-something degrees.
Yeah, at that point, it's only 92 probably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's no wind.
Relative
no
humidity. No breeze at all.
There's one sprint tent.
The only breeze that was being stirred up was my shirt flapping in the wind. And so I picked a guy and ran with them and started shooting a video, and he was way faster than me, and I had to give up on that one.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then I thought, I can't be a quitter. I got to try it again. So I found a guy that was a little huskier and a little slower. And,
and you kept up with
I was
him.
like, hey, can I run with you? And then you realize it's 1.25 miles.
Yeah.
And I'm videoing me running out of breath and filming my own death, basically. So.
Is this what gave you the courage to go run 4 miles on Saturday?
Yeah, it did.
Out of like the blue on the beach.
And for that one, there was no video, so I was able to take ample breaks.
Oh, so you took breaks in
yeah.
That wasn't a continuous
I ran for like
jog.
20, 30 seconds and pulled up a little bit.
So you're building up for it.
It's all about building a tolerance, you know.
Who was your favorite interview at Rockville that you did this time?
Well, I just listened back to some of them today. And
you haven't posted them yet. I'm so upset.
I posted a few. But in real time, it was like so hard to get my phone. I got the Mint Mobile. I got the Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile. So it's not as reliable as some of the big
Rockville
names.
was 2 weeks ago, correct? We're
Probably.
still waiting for the footage.
But when you get it, it's going to be so worth it.
I hope so. I can't. You know what, Chris Daughtry? When you
That's
told
one.
me, that's the one that I couldn't wait to see.
Oh man. I mean,
how was that? I mean, he's amazing.
It's I have a man crush on like his whole thing, his whole transformation of his career, where he's become more of a rock guy.
Right.
Because he was right on that rock country border for a minute.
American Idol kind of screwed him up a little bit.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and then I think he probably to hear him tell the story during the interview, he was like, people were telling me what I should be, and I was like, no, I'm going to do this. So I love that part, but I also think his voice he's my favorite voice. I think he's my favorite living vocalist.
It's that rasp.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
And it just like carves right in the motion. So I was trying to not fanboy too hard, but it was really difficult to get an interview with him. And so it was Sirius XM and a couple, Orlando and Tampa, and then me.
How did you get so lucky?
I know a guy. And I told a little bit of a sob story. That's true. I just was like, his music makes me cry sometimes.
Maybe it's because he saw you run down the field and he felt bad for you.
Yeah. And they were saying, no, don't make him cry before the show. He's got to perform like an hour afterwards. So I am like all geared up for this interview. It was the only one at the time that I had that day on Sunday. It was the only interview I had. So I was super excited. They give you 10 minutes, but it's a very vague time frame. I'm the last one, so I kind of got to pick it up. I can't drag it out.
Right.
I don't want to get some person like moron, can you shut up? But he had long answers, great answers and long answers. Like, man, this is taking forever. So I kept it within 10 minutes, and it was cool. We stood up afterwards, and he said, which is the greatest thing anyone could say to you. I said this to you.
Yep, yesterday.
It's the best interview. You're great. You made it easy, right? Because I'm not a guest ever.
Riggs, like, this is so cool.
And he said that to me, and I was
amazing.
like, "Oh,
Did you not know this?
I was like, I'm literally melting because it was 100 degrees." But I was like,
So that was the
I'm melting.
confidence booster
Oh,
you
he melted
needed
my
to take
heart.
it to the next level.
He melted my heart. And then he goes, "I really have to pee," and I was like, "So do I." Let's go together. Yeah, I didn't do that.
I was gonna say.
I opted to not go
you guys
pee.
like
then.
hold hands when you went to the bathroom.
That
like,
would have ruined the good
like,
vibes he just gave me,
I know,
probably.
right?
You know.
Oh, but that's so exciting.
Yeah,
so,
no, it was good.
What was your favorite show there out of all the concert? I mean, you stayed for all the whole weekend, so.
Oof. I love Bullet for My Valentine was great. Shinedown was the best I've ever seen them, and I've seen them a dozen times.
Yeah, they're always there.
They were overwhelmingly good. And I really liked who was on Sunday? Who was before Korn?
You had Korn. You had actually a good lineup on Sunday.
Pierce the Veil, maybe, or something. There were a lot
Rob
of.
Zombie
I didn't see that many.
Crowd. That drone vision was just epic when you saw it, right?
Oh, when it's flying over the
50,000
50,000 people.
people. Yeah,
it was like 50.
crazy.
It was like 50,000.
It said 17 something, but I was like, you see the carnival
were...
Ferris wheel, you see everyone rocking, you can see them crowd surfing. It's just like
it was 17,000 conscious people, and then another 33,000.
The best
sun
things
zombies.
are on Facebook. It's like, is this your husband? They have a Welcome to Rockville page.
Yeah.
And like you would see random photos and like the guy is laying there. Like he's like, we gave him water. He passed out. If you know this person, please call us or contact us.
Couldn't shows for concern.
I know, right? I'm sure you saw some crazy stuff down there.
Yeah, this one was definitely, because as the days went on, you could tell people were like, no, I'm going to wait until 5:30. Till it's only 90 or 88 and go out there and survive. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I didn't have that option, but I might have exercised. Did you go into
those tents, like the little misting tents they have?
I did everything, yes.
Yeah.
But nothing really works for more than a minute.
Did you have your goat hat on? You didn't wear it today.
What did I wear today?
Something with the
the Riggs hat. It was a Riggs hat.
Yeah. Well, you had the goat on yesterday. That one was awesome.
You like the goat hat?
Yeah. Who gave you that one?
I know I got that on the 80s cruise.
Oh, that one was awesome.
And I bought that in a foreign land. That's an import hat.
They know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Where you got it from?
Where did I get that? What country did I buy the hat in? Jamaica? Or
Jamaica. They got
something
it
like
going
that?
on.
I don't know. Puerto Rico, I think. Puerto Rico.
The same place that Mark bought his shirt from.
I was told there'd be no geography on this show.
Hey, it's no holds bars. Speaking of which, where's your guest today? We're gonna have to roast him for not being here.
Well, I was trying to get Coach Stan. You've met him.
I've met him. Yeah,
he's the best.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah, he's the best. He's such a nice guy.
Coach Stan, you're gonna have to come back on.
And he makes
to roast you.
He makes my show better, and
so
I would
like
assume he would do that to you. No, God, no. No, he's a much higher pay grade than me.
Oh.
But he would prefer to. He's an entertainer.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
He's a facilitator to make people happy at events.
He announced one of my son's football games. I never even knew that. Like, it's just conversation when we're at the Hard Rock
Isn't that
talking.
crazy?
It's crazy. It's like, wow, he gets around.
So did you know him when he was doing that? Oh, so you found that out.
I just found it out because my son played for a team that he covered.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I did the Seabreeze game with them. And I was like, my son was there playing on the line. And he's like, yeah, I covered that game on the media. I was like,
kind of got up and like you slide a couple bucks in there. He mentions his name a lot. You know what I mean?
I never even thought of that, but now
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know if he's still going to do them or not.
But never tip your host. It's like a terrible idea.
I wanted to ask you. So Margaritaville, the hotel Compass.
Oh yeah,
we've been there a couple times now. Yeah, and so
you're a rooftop veteran now.
I love the rooftop, but the problem is the obstruction view of the sunset. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the way that they made it. It's like you can only see the sunrise. The sunset.
They're not open at sunrise, I don't think.
No, and they close before sunset. I mean, what bar closes at 9 o'clock?
Why were they not thinking about people's photographs that they were taking on their phone? They should have planned the hotel better.
When you go to try to see the sunset, you got the building in the way. And then the other thing I would just say, criticize a little bit, is your pool's bigger than their pool at your house.
You don't like the
rectangular kiddie pool.
Well, I was told the boutique hotel premise is that you can't have a big giant family pool, which I get. But then we did see some people unusually close together in the pool yesterday who seemingly don't know each other.
And you know what? I was just saying this with you yesterday. It kind of is the same size as a Jacksonville Jaguar pool, only you can't see through it.
Oh, you tapped into something special right there because it is.
I think we should test both waters in the Jaguar pool and there just in case because there was a lot of people and bodies in that pool.
That one's still new, so you get a little seasoning, maybe a late August. Oh, did you? Well,
it's simmering. No pollen's in there yet.
They haven't. It
wasn't a yellow hue.
It hasn't started a proper cocktail yet. But like any Margaritaville building, it should have its own special concoction.
I was thinking maybe put two pools in. Put two pools in, or up in the top deck, like put another pool in. Wouldn't that have been cool?
Can you imagine upstairs if there was a pool up there?
I mean, you wouldn't see the sunset, but you could see the pier really nice.
Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah,
you can hear the music from Finn's. It's awesome.
Based on some of the people that we saw up there yesterday, I would imagine you're going to be pulling bodies out of there too at some point in time. People are just going to be like, "I'm just going to stay here."
That gave a mixed crowd a whole new meaning. At first, it was Jerry Hour.
I know I was feeling pretty good about myself yesterday.
I was like, Riggs, we're the youngest people in here.
Yeah, we're feeling pretty good.
Our party walked in and we're like, yeah, we're pretty young here.
Yeah.
We're bringing in the vibe.
Well, I was in line for drinks and I heard somebody order a gimbal and I was like, what?
What about the lady that was in line that tried to approach you and cut the line and says, are you waiting for a drink? And like, you're like,
yeah, is this where the drink line is?
16 people deep. No, lady, we're standing here just...
Empty room, 12 people on the line. What do you think we're waiting for?
I don't know. Maybe
it's not cheese fries. It's not.
They're waiting for you to sign autographs or
sure,
something.
They were.
And I'm not gonna lie. Every time you go out, bless his fiance too, Karen. Yeah. Everybody knows them. Like you can't go out. Some random stray guy just walked up to him. That's Riggs. You hear him across the hotel. We just literally got there, and then, it was so funny though. Everybody
it's the best though, right?
It's the best
because 99% of the time it's positive.
Oh yeah,
and
you don't get the negative.
yeah. You know,
I'll get chased, and you get the.
You get that. You get
the
1%.
Yeah, exactly. I get the 1%.
Not good. You should not be enduring that at all. No. But no, there was a guy with a hog T-shirt on yesterday.
Yeah.
And I did have that moment where I was like,
and
what
the one
point?
Guy that made you cry because he was just telling you a story and it made your heart all melt.
Oh, that's right. That's right. One of the guys who works there.
Yep.
Yeah, Evan.
Yep, and it was a really great story.
Yeah.
All of us cry.
There's a lot of emotion yesterday you bring. I didn't even realize I went through this roller coaster yesterday.
I know. I went from looking at the pool to going upstairs and then seeing the crowd and I was just like, I don't know, man. This is just very. And then the bar. Why do we close bars at 8 or 9 or bar restaurants 8 or 9 o'clock?
We'll get somebody to fix that. Yeah,
I was going to say Flagler Beach. That's an early time.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pissed off people.
Yeah, and I used to live in a college town in Georgia that had that for a good stretch of time. I'm like, you're in a college town.
Yeah,
you're just forcing all of your people to drive to the next city to have a beverage, and eventually they fixed it.
Well, yeah. Do you think Flagler Beach is going to fix that eventually?
This is why I'm not mayor. This is one of the reasons why I'm not mayor.
You should become mayor. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be the most laid back.
I tell you what,
ever.
If I
Alan?
do decide,
Alan's laid back city.
No, Alan actually had a stroke just now. He's all right. We got to get him. But if
the FBI come into your house tomorrow, you know why?
They're already there. I think. Oh, my phone's pinging. No, I'll announce it here if I decide to run for mayor of Flagler Beach. How about that?
That would be awesome. Yeah. You would so win. You would so win. No. Everybody knows you. Yes, you would. And they all love you.
But I don't know. That's not always the best thing.
Not the 1%.
Everybody knows you too.
Yeah, I know. But it would be so awesome because that would be the
I can tell you, if you win, they won't like you anymore.
No, it doesn't help. It doesn't wrap up.
No.
So what is the incentive to do something like that? Can someone please tell me?
I don't know.
Well, you're pretending that you think you can do good for the city, but it's
that's
not worth
why
the effort.
We'll stay out of politics.
It's like you can't make some people happy regardless, right?
You hand them the world on a gold platter, and they want platinum. So it just doesn't work.
That's actually a pretty good platform right there.
See. I've got a few. I've done it a couple times.
I was going to pizza in every car or something like that, but then it's too expensive. It's too pricey right now. Can't do it.
I know, right? Everybody goes with them. So we're going to go back to Rockville real quick with a dirt in every hole comment because I thought that was funny. It's completely true.
It is true.
It is so true. Like you blow your nose and it's just like,
right.
Where did that come from?
This eye, I'm wiping it for 2 weeks with getting stuff out of it.
I was wondering if you got pink eye. I didn't want to catch it though.
Yeah, no. Should I put on the shades instead for the rest of the episode?
Yeah, we'll pretend like you're a big daddy and now you're invisible.
Yeah, there you go. These
like
are my
Julian.
these are my intimidators. By the way,
I like
they're called the
them. Those are
intimidator
really nice. Look at the vipers.
they got the Dale Earnhardt color scheme.
What are those? What make?
Yeah, the pit vipers.
Pit vipers.
These are the hottest thing in shades.
Let me lower your voice on the mixing board so you sound.
Yeah, go right. Oh, that's good.
There it is.
Oh my God, he does sound like he's covering a NASCAR race. This is so friggin' weird right now.
No, but I had to wear these for several days after Rockville
seriously right now.
because it was
Because of what, you got pink eye?
well, I just didn't. It didn't bother me at all. It just looked bad.
That was a recovery from Rockville. That was what I wanted to know.
It took a minute. I mean, I showed up for work. I did a show the next day.
Did he hang in there? Nacho?
No, he was out of town during it.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was on a cruise.
He was on a cruise.
Oh,
yeah.
that's how he got out of that.
So
Lucky.
he had like sunshine in a different way and was able to regulate it with pools and cocktails.
How's
and
the
stuff.
Bachelor situation coming, Nacho? Is he doing his job?
Yeah, well, I don't know. This weekend was the originally planned whatever happens outing. So the miniature golf, the beverages, maybe an adult establishment.
So maybe I should call. I got to call and
shopping.
see how we can make up the putt-putt, at the Tiger Woods place happen, or Top Golf or something for you. Maybe around at the hammock.
Yeah.
Got to get you out there.
I leaned on the center console of the car a couple weeks ago, and I think my shoulder shattered. I think there's collarbone and the whole shoulder. So I'm not sure I should be swinging a golf club, but I'll try it.
So you're going to do putt-putt, though, so that's why.
I figured it was safer. Yeah.
Riggs, you're falling apart.
I am falling apart, and not at the right time.
No,
I need to be in one piece.
You got to get your shit together.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, it's got 3 weeks till the big day.
Who's your personal trainer? Can I get you got a referral?
I got some for you if you'd like.
All right, maybe I need that.
I have heart issues, so they'll probably be the same pace as you, so it'll
right.
be good. You'll start out slow.
I need that. That's exactly what I need. Someone very tolerant.
Yeah, very tolerant.
All right.
They'll work with you. They take any level of training.
Yeah.
Any cardiac rhythms and everything is welcomed.
I feel like a professional intervention for me at this point is probably necessary
When
because
you said you ran 4 miles the other day, I was actually pretty impressed.
and that was self-motivated, but it was
and
it was
you did
not
it by yourself. No one was telling you to. Like you didn't have coach.
It's
over
music.
There,
it's music. I just I'm
Yeah.
gonna go blast some like power metal into my head
You're
for
like
an
a
hour.
celebrity in my house now. My little one's listening to 95.7 on the
Really?
Hawk, and it's so funny. She's like, Riggs is on the show, Mom. Riggs is on. And she thinks you're really talking, even though it's pre-recorded. She thinks you're
I'm gonna
fantastic.
give him a Sammy Sosa shout out right there. Right? That's wonderful, and it
Yeah.
makes me. And I've learned this from my own kid too. That I had to remember. All school's out now, but that they played the Hog on some of the school buses.
Oh yeah. So
In Flagler County.
does your kid think you're cool still? Because they're teenagers now.
No. She's super over it. But however, she will use the novelty of going, yeah, that's my dad on the radio and the bus, and
But
then I
she
have
likes
to remember.
hanging out with you, obviously, right?
Yeah,
No.
She keeps a safe distance. You know.
I love teenagers.
It's like a stray dog. You want to keep a safe
See,
distance,
we have
but maybe offer it some
17-year-old
food
too, right?
occasionally.
Yeah,
and-
exactly.
Yeah.
He'll call me. Hey, can I have something sent to the house by DoorDash? I'm like, can you get out of the house or do something productive? It's like when we were 17, that shit was not like this.
It was not an available option.
It wasn't. It was like, get your ass outside, go build a fort, and come back when the sun's down.
And I was great at that.
I was too.
Not
That's
a
all
day
we
of
knew.
my life did I not want to go outside and run around.
Did you grow up on the beach?
I grew up in Ohio, in central
shit.
Ohio.
There's nothing there.
No, there was not even a pond.
So you had to create your own fun.
Yeah.
Anything in particular that you remember?
A lot of football because I was definitely going to become an NFL quarterback. That was going to happen. So, so I was just working on my accuracy
The
and
shoulder injury.
the shoulder.
is still
It's
prolonged.
it explains why it's so bad now, probably. No, I mean, I played all sports.
Okay.
Played football, and baseball, basketball, and then rotate it back around. But in Ohio, you actually have winter, so you
Yeah.
And I
Made so
didn't
angels and
play
stuff like that.
hockey, so.
You look like a hockey player. You
Well,
do
I
look like
played
a hockey player.
in Daytona for a minute. You should have seen that. Oh, you really should have
Where
seen
was
that.
Daytona Iceman?
Oh, I'm going to find you some. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Shut up.
So there's a program there, and I don't mind hyping them because the guy, there's a guy named Johnny who was a former semi-pro goalie.
Okay.
He's a photographer, videographer guy now, and
We gotta get him in the
he
studio.
teaches old dogs new sticks. So the premise of it was, hey, if you're an older guy,
I love that.
or maybe you used to play, or maybe you have no skill at all, but you want to learn it and you're like 40 plus,
The
come on
Medicaid
out and
group
play.
is what you're saying?
That's what it was. So we promoted on the radio. We did a whole thing. We built a radio campaign for it, and then I
This
would
is
go out and play.
awesome.
So,
You didn't throw out a hip or nothing?
well, I've skated before,
Well, yeah, you in
but
Ohio.
not for accuracy or stopping or
You mean on
anything
demand?
else.
Yeah.
Right. So in hockey, you need speed and stopping.
Exactly.
I had neither of
So
those.
did you just go into the wall?
So I would just sort of skate and so I learned a little bit, but they don't want to teach you how to skate. They assume you can skate already.
They give
So
you
when
one of those geriatric things that you hold on to.
I wouldn't do it. I was way too proud. And so I finally figured it out. So I can handle myself, but there was a moment. So you play a game. It's like an 8-week, pretty regimented thing. And at the end of the 8 weeks, you play a refereed, timed out game.
Wow.
But there are people who were semi-pro players, blew out a knee, and 20 years later they're playing again. Well, they're good still. Yeah. Their worst day is so much better than mine.
Oh my God, this is so hilarious.
So I get a breakaway and I've got it and I'm wide open and no one's around me and I am flying down the ice and I'm gonna rip a shot past the goalie and the shot misses. It's fine. So they videoed the game, so I see the video afterwards and it's like one of those little league things. I'm going this fast. It's so slow. And in reality,
you're
I'm
going
as
fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could see
I
you
think
going,
I have bad skates.
You know what's funny? It's the skates' fault. I could
Probably.
see you going into the net, with the puck and everything,
Yeah.
but you couldn't stop.
That would have been better. I would have had a better chance of scoring.
Oh my
probably
gosh,
at that
how
point.
funny is that?
But it's a
though?
great. I loved it. It was exhausting. It's the hardest. It's so difficult.
It is. You have a lot going on too.
Yeah,
that
you
have
got to
concentrate
stay
on.
upright. You got to move.
Did you ever punch anybody like ice hockey? Like you love the.
No,
that's a good part of
That's
it.
one of the parts of the league is they want to keep it all sunny and
Oh,
friendly.
they don't want
but
to see
then,
blood like the other ones.
but inevitably, I was angry at some people. I'm like, well, you're just showing off.
So did you?
Why
stick
are you
your
in this
hockey
program?
Stick out? Did you just?
I still
Watch 'em trip?
I might have gotten someone's way because I don't know where I'm going. I can't stop.
And
I'm
you
just
can't
getting
stop, you're
off.
just saying-
I'm sorry, I can't stop. That was my move.
I heard that you had a pretty credible encounter with Prince.
Oh boy,
I would love to hear that story.
how many hours do you have left? Because
Whatever.
it's a big one.
Well, you can tell us the shorter version. Or
I
elaborate how much you
won a
want.
radio contest to go see a private Prince show in Atlanta, and
Back in when?
in
90s?
earlier 90s, and 90s, and so I was driving to Atlanta doing a video production. Heard this radio contest, Prince. Okay, I want to do it. What is it? Oh, it's a blind date. Oh well, I've been single for like a year and a half, 2 years. That's two birds, one stone, right?
I love this.
So I win it. I win the radio contest. I win
course you
I win
do.
the blind date. They're giving you these, I don't know, $250 tickets to see Prince in this little club. It's a one-off show. It's in a rough part of downtown Atlanta.
Needless to say, you went by yourself.
So I was also concerned about making the date great, right? Because I know they recap these dates on the radio.
I think that Prince would have done that for you.
And no, he was hands off, but the DJs were like, yeah, we set it up. So all it was you're on the guest list of the thing. So I was doing a video production for a limo company. They said, we'll take you to the show. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, look at that.
This girl is going to be blown away. Because
Yep.
I'm going to roll up. It's
Yeah.
going to roll up. Now, there's
She's gonna
hair,
think you're,
there's
like,
hair
really
up in this
important.
thing. You've seen the hair down.
Yep.
It was like Michael Bolton at his best. It was Paul Stanley-ish. It was huge. So I put on like a suit, right?
Oh my God.
Hair's like blam. And I roll up in the limo to her house. Never met her.
Oh my God. So
And
it's your first
And on the
blind- oh, yeah, it's a
radio,
blind
she
date
went
for
by
you.
the name Trixie. Turns
Oh.
out that wasn't a real name.
Well, no kidding.
That should have been a cue.
Oh. I see where this is going.
So I had some champagne and some pizza. We picked up pizza on the way.
Look
Yeah,
at
a little
you.
snack in the car. So as we're going down the exit ramp in Atlanta to the venue, the champagne spills out of the holders in the limo and gets on her, and she's furious. No, this is cell phone era, but it's the giant ones.
Yeah.
It's this one.
Yep.
You know,
The old
pull
Nokias
the
that had
antenna
the.
up. Yeah. So she's making she's calling. Who knows who she's calling? And I didn't know her.
Dialing 911 for all you know.
And
Get me out of this car.
and that's the jumping off point before the date started.
Wow.
So that sets the table for it. And then when we get there
Oh boy.
to the venue, my limo buddies, we pull in the back lot. There's a 400-person line out front. We drive around the back in the limousine line. I'm like, oh, look at this. All right. Maybe things are picking up now. And a guy with a headset comes up to the limo, and he's got a headset and a clipboard, and we pull away. So the guys, who, again, I barely know these guys. I've just worked with them for like a week doing their TV ads and stuff. And they were like, Coachy, As I'm getting out of the limo, I was like, what? So, Kenny G. What?
Kenny G.
Did you say I'm Kenny G? Because
He was pretty important back in that time.
He was huge.
Yeah, he was huge.
I didn't know how I found out.
That song with Babyface, he was really big.
I worked at a record store and sold Kenny G albums, a lot of them. So I knew the whole Kenny G vibe. He's a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
He's he does a cyclical breathing,
That
so he can
hair
continue
is
to blow out the
something
notes.
special.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
There's another.
Yep.
So I get out of the car. They escort me and Trixie in, and they take us up to a VIP crow's nest with a private bar, and they're like, Mr. G, would you like anything to drink? I'm like, oh my God.
They really think you're Kenny
Those
G?
dudes told them that I was Kenny G. Guy doesn't know, it's pre-internet-ish, so no one's Googling anything in their hand. So, like, yeah,
They're
all
going
right,
with
Kenny,
the flow.
I'm Kenny G.
Might as well.
So now I'm like, oh no, I'm going to get kicked out of this place because they told him I'm Kenny G.
Yeah, and maybe they check my ID and I'm not.
I have two options. I keep up the lie, or I
Sell out Trixie.
go, hey, my blind dream date disappears. So
Was Trixie good looking?
she was cute.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Because blind dates are scary. I don't know who does that anymore.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
So now I'm so nauseous about, like, oh God, I can't believe this is going this way. What am I going to do? And I want to see Prince. The whole goal, I want to see Prince. So prior to Prince coming on, no opening act, just him for like 3 hours.
Oh God,
And
that's awesome.
here comes a slew of people up into that crow's nest, and they're lining up to meet who?
Kenny G. And
Kenny
the
G.
autograph? Did you sign anything? Be honest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There was no way out. So there are.
So anyone, if you were back at the Prince concert in
Yeah.
1990 Atlanta-ish
There's probably
area,
an eight
that is
eight
a
or 10.
fake Kenny G signature.
I just put a K in a squiggle, and I got some beautiful women who came up and gave me their hotel keys.
What did Trixie think about that?
She didn't like that part.
She was
was
already.
out.
Wait a minute, you just met. She was already territorial.
She had bounced.
Wow. Oh,
So I didn't know where she went, but she had left.
you think she'd want to stay with the celebrity like
I would
Kenny
have thought
G?
so.
I
was
right?
I was rolling my free drinks. I
I know.
had making
You're
new
like
friends.
a high roller right
Yeah.
there, looking at Prince.
So now the show starts. I can't find her. I realize she's gone. She's just out.
Oh,
And
you got a blind date to leave on you.
yes, because I was mistaken identity, Kenny G. So now the show's incredible. It was great. It was 3 hours. At a certain point, I was like, I got to figure out what the heck to do now. And so here comes clipboard guy, earpiece guy. He's like, hey, the artist would like you to join him for the encore.
What song did they make you sing?
Well, check it out. Kenny G blows a saxophone.
I know.
I don't. I don't have a saxophone. I don't have a date anymore. I don't even know if the limo guys are out
Oh
there.
my God.
I'm in the middle of like a not a great part of Atlanta. And I'm wearing a suit.
Were you thrown out on the curb, or did you go with the flow and blow the sax?
It was noisy because Prince is still playing, so I don't remember what the exact exchange was other than him telling me that the artist wanted me to join him. And I was like, oh, and he said, I'll catch up with you after the encore. So he's going to do one encore, and then I'm going to come out as a special guest. So I felt like all the blood drained out of my body, and I went ice
What if
cold,
you
and
came
I
out
thought,
there and
this
just started singing "Sweet Home Alabama" or something?
Yeah.
Like I would have died. That would have been hilarious.
This is where it all changes in life, right? Your whole
Oh.
direction and everything you've worked for to a certain point, and just bam.
You're impersonating Kenny G at this point.
Well, so now here comes the encore, and it's one of the songs I really like and I want to see, but I was like, I got to get out. So
What
I go.
song was it? You
So
remember?
I go out. It was "Sexy Motherfucker,"
How ironic.
and so now I run out of the club after that song is finished, and there's the white limo, and I run up to the door and I open the door and I get in, I plop down, and I go, and Prince is sitting right there, and the two female vocalists are sitting. They came off stage and went directly into the car, and he goes, "Hello." And I
Oh
went,
my God.
oh, sorry. And I'm trying to grab the handle. I can't find the handle of the door. Sorry. He's like, he just raises his hand like, no problem.
Oh
and,
my gosh.
and he was like right there. He was
Oh
like that
my
close.
gosh.
And then I got out of the car, and my guys are like, Kenny G. And I couldn't flip enough of a bird to them to make it appropriate. And so I ran
So
to
the
that
whole thing
car
was
and
just
told him
awkward?
to get out. Yeah. So then, of course, so that was the end of that night. And then now on Monday, they're going to recap the date. So I get a call from
God.
the DJ on Monday morning
I would've
telling me,
been
hey,
dead.
man, you've got to get up here quick. She is ripping you apart.
Oh.
She's telling everybody you told them you were Kenny G and you set the whole thing up.
I thought I would have been hilarious and rode with it though. Like, this was great.
I mean,
did you tell her you got to go on stage and everything? That's what I would have said.
I told her what she missed. I said, well, you could have been with the artist.
Yeah, Trixie. Your real name's not Trixie.
Yeah, sorry.
You missed out. Look at
Tough,
this guy now.
right?
I know, right?
And then I end up getting a radio job.
I know, right?
That's
Now
why
you're
I'll
a
never
celebrity.
do a blind date contest ever. I'll never do that to anybody.
Oh my gosh,
You know?
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty. It resides. Whenever I hear the haunting sounds of a Kenny G sax solo, I get chills.
You know, that would have encouraged me to learn how to play the sax after that.
Well, celebrity
I've been like the
impersonators
band
are
geek
huge
at
now.
this time at band camp.
I could have made a lot more money. Oh man, the band camp stories for Kenny G would have been so.
I bet you
special.
have some band camp stories.
You've
been around so many people.
But my better stories are ones where I tried to play guitar with other bands.
How did that go for you?
Not well. Not well. Yeah.
So, like, if you ever just want to fill in for Ashley, Kurt's gonna have some competition night there, right?
Sure, I'm available. I have a guitar. I don't know what it sounds like,
He
but I
plays
have
with
one.
Billy Bob Thornton. He was hilarious. We had him on the show a few weeks ago. I love him.
And he plays like a maniac.
He
I
does.
love it. Yeah.
It comes out of nowhere. Like,
Yeah.
you could just sit there and jam out.
Right.
That's a gift. That's a true gift that I wish I had.
Lynn and Ashley both like me, so I'm not going to offer to play. I want to keep the relationship.
You want to keep it solid?
Yeah. I'll do that to some band we don't know.
Okay, so that's why you go to the band shell and all those, all the impersonating ones that are out there on the summertime.
The BYOG, bring your guitar and then just see what happens.
You know what? It would be funny if you're on the street corner like Daytona and you open up your guitar hood and you just sit there and start playing the guitar and people are just throwing money in there. Or in St. Augustine, I could so see you doing that.
I feel like 3 beers in and you suggesting that at the moment, I might do it.
Only has to be an IPA with over 6%.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna let you be the beer coach.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to be in control. I can't do that. That's all Karen.
Okay, we'll get Coach Santa, Karen, and you.
Yesterday he had something with like a fish on it. I'm like, what is that? And he's like, I don't know. They just handed it to me. I'm like, that must be nice. I usually ask what I'm drinking before that happens.
Yeah, I didn't ask them. They're the professionals.
Do you ever get one? You're like, oh, this is not for me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever? How do you kindly walk away from that?
Just let it get hot. And just, it's not difficult in Florida.
Oh my
this
gosh.
time of
Yeah,
year.
I know, right? So a little birdie told me, since we're getting ready to wrap up in a few minutes,
Yeah.
that something good might be coming in around.
Yeah.
I know we
How
have.
much can I say?
I know
Where-
we're gonna.
where are
I
the
have to.
authorities?
I have to ask permission on what we can divulge.
I can't see anything in here with these sunglasses. I'm kidding.
Julian.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, remember that show
what's
for Big
great
Daddy?
about
You
like
look
communities
invisible.
when you have a new business
Yes,
and something that maybe is different than all the other businesses.
and that's so good because that means they're gonna take off because no other businesses are like theirs.
And you can kind of combine disciplines of other businesses into one. See this thing right here? See what's happening with this? Boom. What's
Teamwork.
that? Okay, that. Yeah. But it's like emerging. It's
Okay,
emerging.
So there's so much that's going on right there.
There's a
I don't
weaving of
know.
lines. Should I do it at this angle?
I can't.
Alan, where's my camera? Do I do it here?
What are we flying seagulls? Like,
I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing.
I don't know. But every time someone goes like,
I've said too
this,
much,
I don't
obvious.
know.
I've said too much, I guess, but yes, coming soon.
Coming soon, a new business,
Mhm.
local.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about
Yeah,
you.
you're on the inside track.
I know. If you guys need any help,
What's an NDA? Do we think about those? Yeah? All right, we'll get you one.
we have to get those in the studio and start signing them. Is what you're saying?
We'll get you one. We'll just pinky promise on it.
So we're thinking maybe in a few months something good might be
Yeah.
coming along, and then we can announce it and promote
Yeah.
the crap out of it.
Yeah, feels like more of a fall thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's so hot.
You know,
until...
you have to get over the wedding and all that big stuff
right.
coming up anyway.
Oh yeah,
you know.
when's that?
Do you have like fried brain, you and Karen, like right now? Like, is it like, are you just going to go with the flow and show up and hope it just works out for the best?
Well, I will certainly say, as you know, certainly say that I've done
so patient.
I've done very little though. So my patience has not been tested. Hers, however, with me and everybody, she's having
how's
to
she dealing with it like a bridezilla?
She's no, gosh,
Good,
no.
Good.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of bridezilla material in
Because
there.
you know, at our age, we know what we want.
Sure.
Herman, and she knows what she wants, and she's going to get what she wants.
I'd make a great bridezilla, and I think about it.
No, you're too melatonin. Like
You think?
you're too even keel. I've never
you
seen
say
you
that.
mad. Do you ever get mad?
Probably about
Does he ever
something.
get mad, Karen? No.
In traffic.
I can see her getting frustrated and throwing shit at you.
Yeah.
The shoe's coming across the way.
That's why I always keep Nerf balls around.
Aw.
No, it's been like the best possible experience because it's supposed to be fun.
It is supposed to be fun.
So
and
if you
guys
ruin
make
it for yourself before,
every
then
time you guys do something together, like even her little map yesterday, everything's so fun.
how great was that?
I was like, you look at the scavenger hunt for
Right?
Sunday, hopping around. It's just like, this is so fun.
I'm glad you were there to experience it.
I know, but have you ever? She done that before? The scavenger hunts like that?
No, she's made me wear like an eye patch just for fun, but that's all different.
I thought it was to cover the pink
That's
eye.
it. Yeah, that's it. So I got the shades now.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. I hope we get to see you soon again, and
Thank
I
you.
hope this weekend goes off without a hitch, and Narcho gets his shit together and
Yeah.
gets it all planned out. If
Well,
he needs help, I'll help.
There's going to be more stories no matter what, so you'll get 'em.
Exactly. And Dan will catch you on the next round.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, get ready.
Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later.